Friends, Father Frank Pavone here, National Director of Priests for Life, bringing you a daily diary segment for Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, February 17th, 18th, and 19th of 2022. 3 days when we had approximately 60 pro-life leaders, national leaders from across the country here at our Priests for Life headquarters for another strategy session, planning, sharing of information, really great days, because as I told them, nothing inspires me more aside from the direct grace of God himself than the fellowship and the commitment and the encouragement we share among pro-life leaders in this great movement for the unborn. So what did I do those days? Well, each of those days started very early here at my desk with, of course, emails. Usually start around 4 o'clock. Had emails relating to issues of membership for those that want to join in these leaders meetings, the National Pro-Life Religious Council Board, of which I'm the chairman, and also the Council for National Policy, in which we participate. That's another key meeting of leaders, and approving memos and emails to go out to our supporters, strategy memos sharing with leaders. Then the meetings began with a 7:30 Mass, which some of the leaders attended and we taped for later broadcasts. Then they came in and we were registering them and welcoming them, and we began the meetings on Thursday at 8:30 in the morning and had a rapid fire series of presentations by leaders here in the room and others that joined us remotely. So the first set of meetings finished at 10 when there was a break, but during that break I interviewed Irina Grossu, one of the leaders in our TV studio. So we taped an interview with her, then we resumed back in the meeting room until the 12 noon lunch break. Had lunch with the leaders, stopped in my office to do some emails. I had to approve an appeal letter going out to our donors and also finalize a Radio Maria program. Went back into the meeting, which resumed at 1 o'clock, went until 2:30. Another break, did some additional emails, interacted with the leaders. Meeting resumed at 3 and went until just about 5. At 5 o'clock, we had cocktails outside in the prayer garden at our headquarters, followed by a dinner in our cafe, which lasted until about 8 o'clock. And then I had some social time with the leaders after that, after a phone call update from one of our administrative team at about 8 o'clock. Then went over to the nearby hotel where the leaders are staying, and about 10 of us sat around the poolside and just caught up with each other and enjoyed one another's company. I had to, at the end of the day, also on my email, approve some travel tasks and the minutes of our NPRC board meeting from the previous day, about which you heard on the previous daily diary update. Then Friday came. Friday, another day, a full day of meetings with the leaders here at Priests for Life. And then starting, first of all, though, about 4 a.m. here at my desk, some emails. I send out an email for the 40 Days for Life people that are preparing to lead those vigils around the world. Approved that email and also arranged for pre-ordering of my newest prayer book, In the Power of His Spirit. Got those that desk work done. Did the 7:30 Mass once again with some of the leaders. We taped it for a later broadcast. Got the meetings underway at about 9 o'clock and had more presentations. And this was more strategy discussions. Yesterday was more, the previous day was more information sharing. This was strategy discussions, figuring out consensus and joint action and our response to the future Supreme Court decision coming out and the Dobbs case, et cetera, et cetera. During the break, I had to do respond to a question from our correspondence department, assistance in answering someone who emailed us with a question. Every once in a while, I need to give some guidance in that area and also prepare a text going out to pro-life students nationwide. The meetings continued much like the previous day's schedule, with a break at at about 10:30, and then again for 12 noon lunch, and then again at 3 o'clock. Meeting ended at 5, and we proceeded into the prayer garden again for the evening cocktail hour. We said a prayer of blessing over our friend Chris Slattery, who has been battling cancer. Many of you know Chris as a great pro-life advocate in New York City and runs a pregnancy center network there. We had dinner with the leaders, after which I had another administrative update phone call. And that ended the day on Friday. Saturday morning, up early again at my desk, had to give approval for a media email blast and also some interviews coming up and conference recordings that had come in. I had to communicate with staff about some of that, pro-life conferences that we had attended in the past. Also making plans for our continued pro-life presence in the metaverse, a new version of the internet. After all that, we resumed in the meeting room. First of all, the 7:30 Mass, taped that, resumed in the meeting room with the leaders, did a really productive session in which we agreed on some joint action, concluded the meeting, and then the leaders went home midday or off to their next destination. I greeted all of them as they left. And then I came back to my desk and had a lot of catch-up work and follow-up work to do from the meeting. I worked at my desk the rest of the afternoon, not just on that, but on getting ready for this coming week and Priests for Life projects, broadcasts, talks I have to give, articles I have to write, and material for the staff that they will be working on during the course of the week. So I worked on that at my desk, looking at future travels, of course, giving approvals for trips and so forth. And that work took me all through the rest of Saturday afternoon and into the evening. Got a quick dinner here and went to bed early. So that was the 17th, 18th, and 19th of February. Great leaders meetings. Thanks for your prayers for all the leaders and the progress of our great